According to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the number of meditators in America has tripled between 2012 and 2017. Hello friends, my name is Vas Solo and this is Why Spirit Matters. Today I'm going to talk about the incredible benefits of meditation and how it can help you transform your life. But first let me give you some background on who I am. Up until 3 years ago, from age 19 to 32, I was a drug addict and alcoholic. The way I recovered was by working the 12-step program, which recommends meditation as a tool to help recovery. So I've been meditating for the last 3 years, and now I'm also a certified meditation instructor. By the way, if you guys want to hear my whole story, you can find it on my channel under the Addiction Recovery playlist. Now, having learned what I've learned about meditation and having experienced what I've experienced, I truly believe that it has the power to change the world. Now, I know that's a lofty statement, and I hope I can back it up in this video. So, let's get into it. While people in the East have been meditating for thousands of years, it's only been practiced here in the West for the past 100, and only by a tiny minority of the population. However, recently, its popularity here is quickly on the rise. According to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the number of Americans who meditate has tripled between 2012 and 2017, officially making it the fastest growing health trend in America. Apps like Headspace, Insight Timer, online courses, and meditation centers are popping up everywhere. And this is happening for several reasons. First, more and more people are dealing with mental health issues, and second, our material progress hasn't made us happier and more fulfilled. Now, the increase in mental health issues is partly due to technological advances. In the last 100 years, many of the jobs that used to require physical labor are now being done by machines. So more people than ever are working jobs that require them to use their mind, which is contributing to a great deal of mental stress. Plus, society has become increasingly more fast-paced and complex, and many are having a hard time adjusting. That's why mental health is such a big and important topic of conversation. According to the Canadian Mental Health Association, in any given year, 1 in 5 people in Canada will personally experience a mental health problem or illness. And by age 40, about half of the population will have or have had a mental illness. People are looking for ways to improve their mental health. That's partly why meditation has become so popular. Numerous studies have proved that it has powerful psychological benefits. The other reason why more people are meditating is that even though we live in such prosperous times, people don't seem to be happier. In fact, they seem to be less happy and less satisfied. And it's causing them to look for alternative solutions. So now that we know why more people are meditating, let's look at what meditation is and what its benefits are. Meditation can be defined as both a state of awareness and as a practice intended to bring about that state. It's both a science and an art. It's a science in that it offers specific step-by-step techniques that yield a predictable result. And it's an art in that we have to practice it with sensitive inner receptivity to the results that we seek. The goal of traditional meditation is to take our outwardly oriented awareness and to direct it within. When we learn how to do this and we practice consistently, we begin reaping the benefits. Our busy monkey mind is never still. It's always moving and jumping from one thought to the next. Every thought we have causes it to spin. Sometimes it can race so fast it becomes overwhelming. Meditation calms the mind.
This glass of water represents our mind, and the particles of dirt are the thoughts running through it. Our thoughts cause the mind to spin. This agitated state is what we consider normal, and yet it takes a big toll on us. It drains our energy, it robs us of our mental clarity, and it disturbs our peace. But when we meditate and we give our mind something specific to focus on, like the breath, it gradually becomes more and more still. The restless thoughts settle, and agitation is replaced by peace.
Since the mind and breath are connected, this creates a positive feedback loop. As the mind becomes calm, it makes it easier to concentrate, which quiets the breath, which calms the mind, and so on. It's no wonder that people enjoy meditating. It finally gives them a break from their restless mind. And it has the added benefit of helping people with insomnia fall asleep. Plus, since we're breathing at a much slower rate, it rejuvenates the heart, lungs, and nervous system. That's why it's also been shown to lower blood pressure. As the saying goes, the journey to a meaningful life is an uphill climb, not a downhill slide. Stress is a normal part of life. In fact, some of it is necessary in order for us to grow and become more resilient. It's not the stress itself, but our attitudes and beliefs about it that determines how it affects us. For example, someone can lose their job and be devastated, and someone else can see it as an opportunity to find something new. And it's about being resilient, which means being able to recover from stressful situations, being able to adapt to the events of our life, and to grow as a result of those experiences. And meditation helps to improve both our attitude and our resiliency.
Once again, this glass of water represents our mind. The food coloring represents our attitudes and beliefs. Our attitudes and beliefs color our perception of reality. If we look through the glass now, everything we will see will be a certain color. Meditation teaches us not to identify as strongly with our thoughts, and thus gives us the power to see things in a more neutral and balanced way. And it also expands the borders of our mind, which gives our thoughts and our attitudes and beliefs less power to disturb us.
As our mind expands and we gain the power to let go of negative thoughts, our perception of stress changes and we become more resilient. If I had as much going on as I do now in my first year of recovery, the stress of it would have killed me. But after 3 years of meditating, I've not only built the capacity to deal with it, but to deal with it in a healthy way. This has yet to be proven by science, but anyone that practices traditional meditation can experience it. It involves raising one's consciousness up the spine toward the spiritual eye and then the thousand-petaled lotus in the brain. As one progresses toward this goal, they begin to lose their identification with the ego. As the filter of mental constructs through which they view the world dissolves, it changes their perception of reality. Life begins to look ever new and full of meaning. Happiness and contentment bloom from within, independent of external circumstances. They begin to feel more connected to the world, to their own eternal essence, and to God. I've only been meditating for 3 years, and it's already had a profound impact on how I feel and who I've become. I no longer have anxiety, I'm much happier, more fulfilled, and I know I'm only scratching the surface of what meditation can do. That's why I believe it can change the world. It fulfills our fundamental need for self-realization. The more people meditate and find inner fulfillment, the less they will seek it from the outside world. This will mean less wars, less exploitation, and less oppression in the name of power, money, name, and fame. So, if you're watching this video and you haven't tried meditation, please do. Commit yourself to 5 to 10 minutes per day for 30 days, and I promise you'll see results. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm certified to teach meditation. So feel free to reach out to me to see how I can help you get started. And if you want to learn more about the different levels of consciousness and the spiritual path, watch my last 2 videos. I'll post a link to those and my contact info in the description. At some point, I'll release a part 2 to this video because there's still a lot more to cover when it comes to the benefits of meditation. So please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I upload 1 video every Sunday talking about the spiritual path and what we can do to transcend our limitations and live a more meaningful life. And let me know in the comments what you thought of today's video and what your experience has been with meditation. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Take care, and I'll see you next time.